28 grams of monster. Little people the king. Little people the king. Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Don't know why you cats wanna wait to beat, but it's sweet just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early getting finished the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. That's like you phony rap cat, I'm about to make it squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ATL is on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons, and I'm the truth. Wow, cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the AT, but I carry my throne. God bless this child that been holding on. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out here better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you not. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the half. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the little cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my sons. Gotta stay the best of people licking trade lunch. And my throne and I'm the key. You can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.
Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant. Good evening, one and all. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, new to the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. Just click the subscribe button and click the bell. So that way you'll be notified every time we go live, or whenever we upload new material to the channel, you will be notified. And for watching tonight, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please comment below. We will respond accordingly to your comments and show your comments live on the air. And of course, click the like button, which is the thumbs up. We appreciate that so much. Let us know we're doing something right over here. I'm joined by none other than my brother, my right-hand man, Mr. Shawty Doo-Wop. Ladies love him. Not LL, but Legacy the Great.
Yeah. ATL in the holes.
Okay. What's going on, Legacy?
Oh man, just chilling. Just got through Get my vegetables and fruits together for tomorrow. My water ready.
Sounds like a vegan to me.
No. I love me some meat. I love women meat, and I like cows and pigs and chickens and shit. So that's what I love. Hey, Nat.
And also joined by none other than the most moist, voluptuous, plump, juiciest cakes. It's Juicy Cakes herself.
Blessings, everybody.
Kate.
How are you?
You got your hair up?
Yes, my cousin came over and did it.
Did a good job.
She did. Look, I had bought 2 packs of weave, right?
Mm,
So I was gonna have my ponytail. I was
okay.
so ready for my little 8 braids.
His girl.
She got 2 in. I said, "Ooh, them things heavy."
You supposed to say blessings, everyone.
I did say blessings.
Not you, Miss Brown.
Mm. She put 2 in.
Mm.
I said, "Oh, them things heavy." She said, "You got all this hair and you try to add hair." I said, "Newbie, come help her take that out."
Okay.
I said, "Let's just go with this. This will work. Just use my hair. We good." So
Okay.
yeah.
We'll take those 2 packs of hair back.
Yes. No, I'll save it. One day I'm gonna get strong again. I'm gonna be bad about it.
Okay.
How the hell he gonna be vegan? That's Mr. Cussyhole man. That man, Lord. That's what he said. He like his women.
Yeah. That's old man. You're right. Come on.
What did I say, Juicy?
Come on, make
You
sure you
like
put
your women. Your women meat.
I love women meat, especially when it's fresh out. And
Out the shower.
Out of prison.
Uh-huh.
somebody put his ass in the backstage. But listen, ain't nothing wrong with some fresh out of the prison cushion hole either, cause it ain't probably had nothing but some tampons and a broomstick in it. So it might be definitely HIV free. So yeah, fresh out of prison too.
Hey, beautiful.
Welcome to
Hello.
He said it might be HIV free.
That's what he said.
It ain't had nothing but tampons and broomsticks.
Wow.
Oh, my Lord.
Hold on, y'all, Tony.
So you're gonna get a splinter in your tongue.
Right.
No, they put a plastic bag over it and call it a condom.
Oh.
Use my money,
But anyway, deduct $100 out of Tay. I'm gonna pay for this week.
Nah, she get a part.
Hey, Miss Sweetness.
What's going on, y'all? I am just getting out of church because it was the Passover of Jesus Christ. If anybody know me, y'all know I'm a Jew at heart. So on the
The church is on
holiday,
fucking fire. The church is on fucking fire.
What?
The church is on fire.
You know what? I'm not.
We don't need no water.
Let that motherfucker burn.
I'm not dealing with your foolishness at all.
This girl done went to church and finna get on here and call somebody Quakers. Hey, Miss Sweetness.
What Tyson?
Hold on.
Hey, Wig.
Wiggalicious, what it is?
Hold on.
There go Tyson.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Clean. So
That's the only reason. That's the only reason that church ain't catch on fire, because the new soul was in there. That's the only reason.
Lord have mercy.
Come on.
I'm not dealing with your foolishness. I wound up getting dropped off because I turned in my rental today and I'm awaiting my new car. But yes, service was nice.
Tony, don't that sound like 3 in 1 year?
I was gonna say about 5.
You know what? I can't deal with your foolishness right now.
She get a new car every 2 months.
Don't hate on me because I'm blessed. The Lord say yes, yes.
For sure.
We're not hating. We just pointing out.
Let me
just point it out.
You froze up, Tiamo.
Yeah, she probably going in the house.
No, she's just getting out of church.
What about you walking to the back of her house?
Huh?
I said, I thought we thought you had froze for a minute. I said, it looked like you was going into your house.
No, I was moving away from, I had just, after we left from the meeting, I stopped by my mom's house. And because she did the Passover via Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go check and see was she good. And then we leaving out.
I'm talking about after all that juking she was doing.
What? Okay.
At the cooling the game.
Yes, child. Her friend had my mama them had so much fun at that darn concert.
How many songs did you know?
I knew about 2.
But don't
worry. Hey, listen, don't worry. Don't come for me. I will be at Janet Jackson on Friday. I bet you I know all the songs.
How you gonna do that if we got a show?
I'm gonna take y'all with me to the show.
So we're gonna
ain't nobody want to hear no "And the Thunder and Rain." Nobody don't want to hear all that.
So we're gonna be reporting live from the concert.
We gonna get free tickets.
I got a full hater. I'm gonna be in the streets for the ATL show.
When you go live, you better say ATL.
Y'all messed up when they gave me them black eyes, and now I'm back in the game. So, baby, it's on.
Okay.
Oh man.
Speaking of,
y'all better act quick. This girl here been staying busy, and that phone been staying ringing.
I know that's right. Speaking of concerts and your celebrities, how far would you go to go see one of your favorite celebrities? How far would you go? Check this out.
Well, take a look at this man. He's accused of pretending to be a police officer so that he could get into a Final Four concert over the weekend. According to court documents, Trayvon Stevenson was wearing a police canine vest and said he was there as event security for the Megan Thee Stallion concert.
There ain't no motherfucking.
See, I'm not willing to do none of that.
See, that's a stalker. That ain't your favorite friend. That was a stalker / rapist giving them the chance.
Why he can't buy a ticket?
Cause he a stalker.
He couldn't afford the tickets.
He afforded the police uniform.
Kamal said, "I'm gonna be that dude, Janet Jackson, strapped to the table on stage."
Oh Lord!
Come on, that's gonna be a wide ass table.
Let me tell you, I'm for it. I'm with you, Kamal. I will call her Miss Jackson because I'm trying to be nasty. I'm with you.
All y'all nasty. Kamal nasty. He ready to be the salad tray. You nasty. You ready to see? I can't. And I'm not. And y'all talk about me. What you gonna do to Janet? What you gonna do to Janet just getting out of church, Tayama?
Let me tell you. I said I will be one of the props on her stage. I ain't say I was doing nothing to her.
What you want to look at her for?
Excuse me, that is Janet Jackson. Is you stupid? Yeah, hey, look, y'all go ahead and get y'all Beyonce. I'm going with the real icon.
I don't want no Beyonce. Give me Maya.
Speaking of Beyonce, how about Usher over the weekend at his
Yes.
concert in Vegas? He told his fans, the audience, he's like, hey guys, I told y'all I had a very special guest for y'all tonight, so this person needs no introduction. So without any further ado, let's bring out the legendary, the all great Beyonce. So the crowd went crazy. Beyonce, So he went off stage like he was going to get her because she was hesitant on coming out. And when he came back out, he said, "April Fools."
Damn. Boy, I know he lost some fans. Lord, he lost some fans when he did that.
No, they have humor because it was actually April 1st.
Yeah. And later on in the show, he brought out the City Girls, and they did their number.
But can you imagine how pissed off you would be from Beyonce to City Girls? That's a hell of
Right.
a
I'm
plug.
trying to understand the comparison.
Right? Not even a comparison.
Not even.
Wow.
He tried it.
Yes, he did. I want to show y'all. This is just a funny video. I saw it. And I said, this is Tim Bay. He's a YouTuber and an influencer. Tim Bay does a lot of humorous skits, and I showed his skits on our show before. But this is just funny. This is hilarious. This reminded me of some of you women out there in the audience.
Hello?
When you start saying hello?
That's what you say when you answer the phone.
You've been saying Grand Rising. Stop playing. What's so funny? You must be showing out somebody over there.
I'm by myself.
What you cheesing so hard for?
Because I'm happy.
Well, you cheesing a little too hard, though.
Babe, I'm smiling because I'm happy. First you say you want me to be happy.
Yeah, but you playing.
And you love when I'm happy. Then you say I look too happy. That don't...
See, you be putting words in my mouth. You be putting words in my mouth. You gonna have me beat a bitch up. You
trying to abuse me.
No, I'm gonna have to beat one of them hoes up.
Argue,
I don't want to argue, but I beat one of them hoes up if you ain't over there.
Well, just say you miss me.
I don't miss you. If you got another bitch over there, just let me know. Then I'll be on my way.
I love you too. Well, a bitch under the bed then. That's what
I'm on my way.
That's just how y'all be.
I don't know about that, y'all, but
Juice, you finna sit up here and start lying.
I don't do nothing like
you
that.
You fought a woman at the schoolhouse for speaking to your dude.
No. It was the principal.
It was a what?
It was the principal. You missed the whole...
Now, hold on, Tony. Let's talk about principals now. I remember when I got dogged out on this show about principal, about the dude at the laundromat, when I slid him on the floor.
Not by me.
Y'all told me that I shouldn't have slid that man at all. And I told y'all it was the principle of him trying me about my money. Juice to get to sit up here and talk about the principle today, Tony?
Not at all.
Okay.
A rule or code of conduct.
So he broke my rule and the code of conduct, Juicy.
I did not tell you were wrong, though. I was not that one. I told you even, and I told you. I said, I don't know if I would have had to try not to hurt him as bad because I ain't want to have that reflect on me. But I don't know if I told you that.
Now you see, Tony, you see how Juicy make it fit okay. Now Juicy whooped all that ass at the school by somebody saying, "Hey, Bruce."
See, lawful and legality are two different things.
Break it down for us.
So I was lawfully okay to do what I did. Because I was
How?
principal.
Oh God, please.
And code of conduct.
I'm so glad they just weren't locking people up in school at that time, because your ass would have been on your way to the county.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, because I would have pulled out the dictionary with them. Look up your verbiage.
Dude said, whenever you came out of school, they was not locking people up for fighting in school. If you fight in school today,
oh, I know. And I think when I pulled them out, I think he was like in second grade in North Carolina. If you were 9 years old or older and you hit someone, I don't know what hairstyle the juice was gonna get, but the one you got is hot. And yes, the juice can stand on her principles. These principles, fatalities involved here. Yes. Thank you, Kamal.
somebody
And you
take
better not
him.
say a word, Legacy.
Oh wow.
All cause Thelma went to church today and got her soul reinvented. I'm gonna be quiet tonight, Kamal. But we will visit this at your store very soon.
Who said she
But
didn't?
Legacy, I am the most praying person you know.
I didn't say you didn't pray. I just know that you kind of like me, don't go to nobody's church.
Who said she didn't thank her soul? She said she went to church.
Well, it got touched a little bit because she remembered she needed to go today. So her soul got touched for her to go and do her normal thing that she would do when she's in line. It say train a child up in the way that it should go, and it would do it. And it also say if you set the foundation, you won't really just even if you go astray, you will remember and go back to your foundation. Anything else you need to know?
I'm gonna send Tony some pictures of Tyson. He was so cute and he sued.
Yeah, we need to post that tonight. Hey, but I got something I want to run past y'all, and it disturbed me right quick. Did y'all hear about the gun shooting in Tennessee?
No.
Another school shooting, but this time it wasn't a kid. This time I think it was like a 28-year-old girl, and I think she went off in the school. She went and purchased nine.
She used to be a student at that school.
That's the what, Kate?
Is this the one where she used to be a student at the school?
Yes.
So this happened like about a week or so ago?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard. Okay, go ahead. I know.
But she went back in. But the crazy thing, she bought nine different handguns from 5 different stores in like a week. And she went off in that thing. I think she killed like 5 people. And she didn't have a specific person that she was 6 different people that she was just going to get. She just was shooting random people. She died in the process, but this shit is crazy. And then they found out she had some mental challenges, and the police say that when they got the call and they ran the name, it never came up in the system that she had mental illnesses. So if they would have knew that she had mental illnesses, then they probably would have pursued it a different way without trying to kill her. But they say that the information didn't come in until after they had killed her.
So they killed a white woman, but they let all the white men go.
Say what?
They killed a white woman, but they don't kill them white men.
Yeah. But I'm surprised they didn't kill the white. I'm surprised they killed. Well, I know they had to because she was just still shooting. And when
But
she got shot,
also look on the political aspect, the white woman was the last to get the right to vote. Just as equal to them is just as bad as, you know. So no. They did that how they supposed to did that.
Of course they did.
They only
But
she was a expendable. Like, we can kill one of us. People don't get blindsided.
this crazy thing is she had them shot, reloaded like 3 or 4 times before they even got her. And it is crazy. And I mean, I'm just seeing this getting ready to come to a point to where they're going to eventually remove the right for people to actually go out and purchase firearms. And I think this is why the Democratic Party is definitely moving on it.
Didn't Florida just get a bill passed about y'all carry open carry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They moving forward to people having guns.
Florida is, but no. What I'm saying by that is because legislation hasn't been passed yet throughout the United States to where, you know how I think you have to have a 7-day clearance before you can purchase handguns and semi-automatics. But 7 days ain't nothing but a week. I can go, if you don't have a felony on your record, you can go and put up 12, 15, 20 guns. And as long as you pass the clearance of the 7-day background check, you good to go. So what I'm telling people is if right now you have no felonies and you have the right to go purchase handguns, go purchase as many guns as you possibly can, because there's something greater and bigger going on behind the scenes. And a lot of people don't understand. And I think I've told this story before about how Adolf Hitler got into power. Adolf Hitler got voted in the same way we voted our president. In the time of him being elected, his first year, he asked the people, well, check this. We still having a lot of violence out here in the street. Everybody who got a gun, come in and register. Register your gun. Same thing the United States do. After that year, he came back and said, there's still too much violence in the street. Come in, everybody turning their guns freely, and hopefully after everybody turning their guns, there won't be any violence like that in the street. Most of the people turned in their guns, but others didn't feel like it was right for them to turn in their weapons. So when Adolf and his group of people, his army realized that the majority of people had freely already came in and turned in their weapons, everybody who didn't, and how they knew where everybody was is because they registered their guns. So their guns got registered with an address. So they went back with the military and went and killed the people who didn't turn in their weapons and got them. And then once everybody's weapons was confiscated, now the Holocaust started. Because how can you defend yourself when the opponent has all the weapons?
That's true.
That's why it was so easy for them to move the Jewish people into concentration camp without the military having any type of laws, because the people had no weapons. And the United States, I don't care what, and even with that, I think that the thing that I think either Juicy, you sent to Tony about the banking institution and stuff, all of that is leading up to everything, to where everything is controlled and manipulated. I'm talking about in plain view and sight of how they're doing it. And the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are at odds, but the Democratic Party wants you unarmed. And one of the things that I love that Trump said, and I'm definitely not a Trump supporter, but I'm not against him, but he said, why in the hell would I tell American people to turn in their guns when the criminals are not going to turn in their guns? So we're going to open up their homes to violence because we asked the regular citizens to turn in their guns. But the criminals ain't finna do that. They ain't finna play by them rules. And to be honest with you, for me, the criminals would be our government.
Wow.
Yeah, they ain't got no guns. I mean, they got guns, but they ain't coming with guns. They come in digitally.
Well, Tiama gonna have about 5 guns in her titties.
Easy.
On any given day.
But I'm moving over to where Tayama stay.
But no.
I'll pick you up along the way, Tony. Juicy, fly on in with the kids.
Okay.
What y'all talking about? The new law that they had that anyone could carry, like you don't need a permit to carry?
Yeah.
Open carry law.
Okay, but you do know that open carry law, it doesn't cover you with staying your ground. If you don't have a permit for that gun, your butt gonna sit in. It's a setup.
Yeah.
Look at the fine print on now.
Of
This
course it's
law
a
that
setup.
they just passed, all that is to put more minorities in prison.
Yes.
Because if you look at the law behind that one, if you have a gun permit, stand your ground, they have to actually go through all the steps it takes to prove that you literally had intent to kill or that you killed. If you do not have a concealed weapon permit, you will automatically, if it's not without a shadow of a doubt and you do not have a video, you do not have witnesses to verify that what you're saying is true,
you gone.
You're sitting in jail until you prove your innocence.
Mm-hmm.
So that is only to set up us. Because anybody with their right mind is going to make sure they have the paperwork to bite their guns.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's a setup. Smoke and mirrors, y'all black folks.
Word from the wise who just got out of
they're
church.
not giving you nothing. They're just making it easier for you to go to prison.
Boy,
Carry
you see,
on.
I got to go to church because if I go to church, I probably can open up a new portal tomorrow.
I am not dealing with your foolishness.
He's too funny.
But no, we were literally just having that conversation, and I told Wick, I say, bro, listen here, don't get comfortable, and you let off for your gun permit because they telling you could carry without it. Oh, let me show you the bike end of this, and we literally was going back and it's a setup.
And it's also a setup because when you had an open carry thing, that means anybody can walk around. Like Georgia have an open carry, and the way they got it to where the police officer, let's say they know you're a known felon and you got a gun, they can come up to you. But if they don't have no ID, no information on you as being a known felon, you could be sitting right next to the police with a gun in their view, and they can't come up to you and ask you for a gun permit. You have to have reasonable cause or reasonable doubt mostly reasonable cause that person either one is a known convicted felon or two, they've committed a crime that warrants you to want to run a check on their gun. And so just imagine how many people walk around with open carries, like Thelma saying, and convicted felons. And Florida don't have that rule that the police officers can't just come up and. So guess what? I'm gonna come up to you and ask you for your permit. Where your concealed weapon permit? You ain't got it. Come on down.
It's a trap. If you don't know nothing else, it's a trap.
Black people don't get a gun. If you do, get it the right way.
The right way. If you not white, it ain't gonna be right. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Go ahead, Kate.
No, I ain't gonna be a rebel.
You ain't gonna what?
I ain't gonna be a rebel. You know, rules are for fools, discretions for the wise. I don't see complying to the laws that govern you, control you, as the right way when the gun is to protect you, like Trump said, from the criminal. Like Legacy said, the government.
But the gun ain't protecting you if the law ain't standing behind that gun that you're carrying.
Well, the thing of it is we gotta also understand that court ain't our jurisdiction.
I don't know, but don't sit there and make it. Listen, one thing for sure, two things for certain. That thing is set up to take us down. I'm not finna help you take me down.
No, it's set up to take you down. But see, you gotta also know the law. And like I was even speaking of even the verdict, if it's not set up to protect you or to stand your grounds, but you ain't did to stand your grounds. State your law. Justify it. And they don't have no leeway.
Listen, Juicy, I rock with you heavy. I rock with you. But when them people when you walk in that courtroom and start stating your law, they're gonna let you state your law and they're gonna hand you 10 years.
That's when you go and enter into their court.
In a where?
That's when you enter into their court. But that's a whole nother show, and there's documents and things to speak on to show people how to move into their own rights and sovereignty.
Right.
You know. And so when I'm speaking to that, I'm speaking of having your own full jurisdiction of yourself.
Right.
And not being in compliance of theirs. But when you are in compliance of, you gotta go with it. But you almost talking like diplomatic immunity. In a sense, and we all are entitled. So it ain't like we can't have what we supposed to have. We gotta know how to obtain it. The attainmentship of having it is what's the ignorance that we have.
Correct.
Or do right.
Okay.
Let's move on, T.
Okay. Y'all know that Angela White is now, well, you may not know who Angela White is. Black China. She has now converted back to her original name, Angela White. She wants to be called by Angela White. She's had all the
silicone. Because her cushion hold on got played out. So now that her cushion hold on played out, she want to go back to normal.
Can I finish the commentary?
I'm just talking about her cushion hold.
She has removed all the silicone and everything from her face, her body, her butt, her breasts, and everything. And she's actually a very beautiful girl. And she's gotten saved. She's sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost. She received a revelation from the Lord. Check this out.
It's time for a change. This is not really who I am. And something just came over me, like the Holy Spirit came over me, and I was like, you know what? I need to figure out what's my purpose in life. Like, why am I here? Like, and the way that I was living, I was like, you know what? I don't like the way that I'm living. So I had to make a change so I could start walking into my own truth. And I feel like for me, that's very important.
OnlyFans has become so normalized, and of course you were a big star on there. So what would you say to other young women who are, as you described, debasing themselves, degrading themselves on that platform sexually?
For me, I would honestly say if it's something that you're going through and you really just have to make the money, do it, but also to get out of it. Because to me, it's going to be a dead end. Anytime something is like fast money, it never ends well.
Oh my God, I'm done. This hold on went Afrocentric, and now she has become the spokeswoman, the OnlyFans hater. You ain't had your cushion hold off the map for 30 days. And now you talking about get off. You made hundreds of thousands of dollars selling your cushion hole on OnlyFans. Your mouth and your throat is scratchy.
Oh, damn.
And now that you don't hit this brick wall, them doctors told you this silicone about to bust in your ass and in your tit and everywhere. And now you go and get it removed. See, this be the shit that I be talking about how people be talking about they can do all the shit they want to do, and then sooner they don't want to do it no more. The first thing they do is run to God. So you didn't know about God while you was sucking 36 dicks? You ain't know nothing about Christ when that man was putting his dick in your ass. You ain't know nothing about nothing. So now you know something. Sit your ass down, China. Your name is China Fuck.
Just a little bit.
Angela White.
China Fuck.
Angela White.
What was her name 10 seconds ago? China Fuck.
Black.
Now OnlyFans is degrading. It's so degrading out here. No, your pussy hole gonna always be seen on goddamn OnlyFans. Now your pussy.
She took it down.
People done downloaded that shit. That shit never goes away.
Well, they won't see it on OnlyFans because OnlyFans won't have it no more.
It's in the cyber pussy.
They'll see it in the cyber world, but they won't see it on OnlyFans.
That's fine, but her pussy is not cyber. I can go look at it and jack to it when I want to.
I did hear her say to not go that route because it's not healthy and not godly. She said to do it and get the money, then get out.
And then cause her pussy hole done got old and don't nobody really want it. So now she ready to go get to one of the congregation members in the church.
Well, she got a vision from God.
Yeah, her pussy hole was old. Get out now before your goddamn ass blow up or somebody stick a pin in it, and stop letting people poke pins in your leaky titties. That's what he told her.
Oh wow. Oh my.
Stop coming over here with that. You shouldn't have aired that one. Cause I know what you did with the back of your throat. I know you can swallow some milk.
This is swallowing in your milk.
Listen, if she would have opened and the screen would have opened up, then she would have got some of it.
Oh wow.
But Tony, listen, it bothers me, bro. People, this is like, you know them people that raise hell their whole entire life, done slaughtered people, done killed people, done took people money, done mistreated all these people, and then they get terminal illnesses, and then they want to go to God. I'm not saying it's wrong with going to God if that's what we gonna do, because we need it. But I'm just wondering why it took you this long to get the revelation. You think God ain't trying to reach out to you when you had that dick in the back of your throat? You think God ain't tell you that was wrong then, but he just happened to hit you on top of your head one Sunday morning after your pussy hole was leaking and said, you know what? I don't even really want to fuck unless I'm married now. Don't nobody want that ran over backstabbing pussy.
So are you saying you wouldn't fuck her?
No, hell no. And you got the audacity to show her on this show. And then she go put on a goddamn afro wig. Oh, you ain't changed nothing. I'm talking about on here looking like Sister Soldier. All she had to do was this one time, and all the Black Panthers would have came back. I'm talking about, and the only thing she was missing was the black afro nigga pic at the top of her goddamn scalp, and she could have had a whole new afro with the pig commercial. She need to stop her shit. posted.
Another one she was on interview. They was asking her, since she had made so much money using her body and her injections, the silicone, the fake body. Now that she no longer has that image, how is she going to make her money? She said, well, since then she's been stopped doing all that stuff. She said she's still getting show appearances and being paid in book. She's still booked and busy. She got a few commercials coming up. She got a few shows that she's doing smaller parts, but she's still making her money. So her new look is still selling naturally. And then what made her put all this stuff in her body in the first place? She started when she was 19. She said she was under peer pressure. She had a low self-esteem. She didn't think she was attractive, and she wanted to fit like what society thought was beautiful. So she went and added all this stuff to her body, and with that came the new ego, the new way of thinking.
So nobody asked her what made her start sucking so many dicks.
Oh, Sophia.
So you ain't gonna answer that question. So now y'all finna let this whole sell books about her having a revelation after her pussy lips are inside out now. Why ain't nobody asked this whole where her revelation was before this? And I'm sick of this shit with women talking about, oh, I had low self-esteem. That's why I let him put a dick in my ass and another one in my pussy and the other one in my mouth. Stop it, hoe. You just was a hoe. And that's what you wanted to do. You went out there and intentionally got pregnant from one of the Jonas boys or whoever he is. And now you receive a royalty check for child support, and that's how you take care of your family. Don't sit up here and talk about you wrote now down. What it is, T-Ronnie? T-Ronnie, could you tell this hoe that her pussy ain't no good? And I don't nobody in that church house want that old wore out lemon lip, flopped out, pink showing just because it's fucked up. This hoe can't even walk down the street, can't even put on a pair of goddamn thongs because her pussy lip eat the center part of the thong out, but when she put it on.
Damn.
But you got me hot with it all.
TMI. That's TMI. That ain't even possible, TMI. Lord mercy.
I just be so sick of people playing with God. Juicy, I'm sick of people playing with God. Now that you done got whatever money you done made, now you looking for God. You didn't look for God to give you no other way out of you sucking 9 dicks.
Oh my. Do you have any comments
Who
on this?
win time is confirming.
Damn.
Juicy, you want to comment on
But listen, I wish I'd have knew he was showing this one, because I would have pulled up how much money she get monthly from the dude in child support. I think she get like $20,000, $30,000 a month in child support. You mean to tell me you can't live monthly over $30,000?
Listen.
That you hold on, Kate, that you gotta go get an OnlyFans page to show your lemon lip up to my lettuce pussy hole to make more money on top of that. Girl, you ain't got nail skill but dick sucking.
How old is she?
Fuckable.
Hold on, let me find out how old she is.
I saw a post on Facebook, and it was saying 2 more months, and we get a new batch of women rolling out here. Fellas, get ready. And they were speaking of the 18-year-olds who will be graduating. And just that post itself how people are already preying on the feeble, young-minded women that are still teenagers, are still girls growing up, but as soon as they are 18 and graduating, now they legal, they able to get came after. And so I'm listening to, she started at 19 and these are the things she went down. And man, I pray for these women because Lord have mercy. They need better direction. So I'm glad she's coming to the light.
How old is she?
I don't know. I was trying to ask Google, but it wasn't telling me.
Maybe because she done changed her name back to Angela White. They don't know who Black China is no more.
Well, let me try that.
Who does China have a baby with?
34 years old.
All right.
She's 34 years old, so she started at 19. You're muted, Legacy.
I told you she done hit that wall. So she been fucking like rabbits since she was 19. Listen, I guarantee you, if we took a picture of her pussy and showed it and then opened up a lettuce leaf, I bet you tell me the lettuce leaves are more fresher than her pussy lips.
Oh, wow.
Stop. I have an apple fritter.
Let's go, because I could go all day on this.
It's tasting good. I want to keep
Somebody
it
told her that too. Somebody told her too when she was 19 that it tasted good.
I'm talking about hearing now. Go ahead, Tony.
This one's in Juice's department. Check this out.
You don't start eating until about 12 o'clock.
Yep.
When do you stop eating?
I try to eat with the sun. Like, it's called circadian rhythm.
Okay.
So as the sun starts to go down, that's when I stop eating.
Okay.
And that's really important because it takes about 4 hours for your food to digest. Anyway.
Yeah.
And the sun is going down now around about 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay, so 4 hours later, it's 11 o'clock.
Right.
Okay, so most people are going to sleep before 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you want to give your body the opportunity to digest the food before you lay down, because now you're going against gravity. Your body's horizontal. Okay, makes sense?
Makes sense.
And so as a result, now if you eat before the sun goes down, now your body has digested the food, and instead of you having unrestful sleep, because most people are having unrestful sleep because instead of them resting, their body is digesting.
Ooh.
And digestion takes the most energy of any system in our body. That's why when you eat a lot for Thanksgiving, it literally puts you out. It makes you comatose.
Absolutely.
Because your body is saying, all right, this is too much work, go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm going to mix this all up, and then when you wake up, what happens? You got to urinate, you got to have a bowel movement because your body's been working. But this is why so many people don't sleep well, because they're eating so late.
That was so interesting and so profound when I heard that, because it says digesting, your digestive system takes a lot of energy. So you should digest when you're awake is what I'm hearing. Not when you're sleeping, because if you're digesting while you're sleeping, you're not resting.
So everybody has their own schedule, like a biological clock within. So going on how he just defined it, that's an individual who is going to be up at sunrise, going to bed early. That's not the average person who works on the schedule today. Breakfast wasn't even created as a meal until well into the 1800s where they were trying to get people to have longer work days. It wasn't the need for nutrients, it was the need to give people the energy to keep working longer because, like right now, we have longer days. So we wanted them to make more use of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we give you a meal, you can burn those calories, you can work longer, and we can hold you later into the day. That's why we have 3 meals instead of it being 2 meals. So you want to eat with the thought of knowing that the digestive start with your eyes, your mind, your smell, then you're eating it, your taste buds, your saliva starts the process. That's not all by the sun.
I'm back. I'm back. Oh, my phone died.
Is that what happened?
That's
But
what
listen, you done got home and man, that is the
But based
mm-mm-mm.
on, based on what he's saying, Juicy, is that when your body goes through the digesting state, that takes a lot of energy. And
Mhm.
while it's going through the digestive state, the body is not properly resting because it's digesting.
So by the time the body goes into the stomach and then from through the pancreas and from there going into the small intestines to the large intestines, all of these are processes. So
Mm,
that's gonna be taking place while you're awake, while you sleep, because it takes 3 days for you to fully digest your meal.
mm.
So you can't necessarily go with while you sleep, you're not digesting because it is digesting.
No,
Now, you
no, you are digesting. What I'm saying is, but because you're digesting in your resting point, you're not fully resting because you're digesting also.
so what? So how I was gonna agree in a sense to that? How you're putting it? Say I eat iron in my spinach,
Mm,
and I want that iron to help my blood and my blood be healthy to pump good oxygen throughout my body while I'm asleep. So now while I'm asleep, this good oxygen through my blood can help purify, circulate, do other things throughout. I want to eat that iron early in the day so that by the time I'm laying down and my body needs to work with that iron, it's already gone through my blood system. So most of the time you want to say what you should eat would be your heaviest meals early and at dinner a salad or fruit because it's light and easier to digest.
Give it to them, nutritionalist.
But no matter what, you still, hey Kia, you're still going to
Nick
be
here.
going through that digestive process.
But I would think, Tony, from what he's saying it's not restful. Even though everything is going on, you still going to sleep. Your body is not completely resting to the state to where you won't be doing all the tossing, that you will be doing more tossing and turning due to the fact that your body is not at a complete rest standstill, because he's saying if I'm going to sleep at 11, or that means that my last meal needs to be at 7, because it's taking 4 hours for all this to process through to, I guess, get to some point in the body, Juicy, that the body is not turned up so much to actually process it at a high level. And then you can lay down. Okay, let's say it's made it, like you say, Juicy, to the small intestines by the time you lay down. That process may take a few hours to get to the large intestines, then to get out, right? So
Yes,
so then therefore he's saying if you by the time you get ready to go to bed, you should be almost ready to have a bowel movement to where your body is exiting the way, or the bowel movement. And then therefore once that's done at that time when you lay down to go to bed, your body will always be working because you're always going to be digesting something. So that state, it won't be at a hit, like how you say, cake, if you're processing, a salad at night, some kale, something like that. It's not heavy on you when you go to bed. So it's not that hard to digest compared to if I just ate roast beef, gravy, biscuit, rice, and all of this stuff. Now it's in full fledged at 10. I ate this at 10 o'clock. So 11 o'clock, I'm trying to lay it down, and my body still is in full fledged breakdown mode compared to process mode.
Now I want to say, that's where a lot of times it gets kind of a misconception get called in, and you'll hear a lot of people speak on how hard it is if they ate salads to digest, because kale is very hard to digest. Like when you get kale, after you clean it, you should put something on it to where it'll break it down, to where by the time you eat it, it's already been tenderized naturally. So when your body eats it, it's easier to digest.
When you say break it down, Juicy, to break the kale down, what would you use to start the process of the breaking down of the kale?
So I add herbs to my mind, and the herbs that I use, the chemical reactions with them will start. But Himalayan salt, sea salt can
Pink.
sometimes, yeah, pink Himalayan salt. I also add a little bit of it, but sometimes depending on how long it's gonna take me to eat it, it determines how much I wanted to how soft I wanted to get.
Mm-hmm.
So I put on all my salads, moringa, holy basil, minced garlic, dried garlic, parsley, and oregano. So I eat that, and I put that.
You might
on
well go
there.
outside and get you some goddamn grass.
Why you say that?
Cause that's all you just had was just like parsley. What else you say? Basil. What you said?
Holy basil.
What does that taste like, Kate?
It actually
What you
tastes
mean what it
good.
tastes like?
The
People
moringa.
eat my salad and they don't even want salad dressing. I had this one girl get offended because she was like, um, I took salad to a place to serve to a lot of people, strangers. I don't know who you are, but this is what I fixed and how I brought it. I'm a chef. This is my dish. You insulting me talking about you gonna add something to it to make it taste like you think it should taste. This is how I made it. This is how it should taste. She getting offended because she want to put salad dressing on it. You ain't even taste it.
Told her,
Well,
you see Juicy
don't
ready to
eat it.
fight. You see Juicy ready to fight.
Listen,
She
she tried it with no salad dressing.
She worse than Jeanette. She's an artist because she's sensitive about her shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Especially when I know it's good. Like, girl, just let your saliva go on and marinate that.
Juicy, that's that lady goddamn fucking mouth.
She came back and apologized. She said, "This is so good." I said, "Told you ain't need no salad dressing. That's why I ain't bring none."
Girl.
Listen.
You gonna let me eat my food how I want to eat my food?
I'm gonna throw some of this Italian dressing on this bitch.
You got it.
I told her, you didn't see Juicy's face. Bitch, you ain't even tasted.
Right?
Matter of fact, get a little shit about it.
I'm for real, just don't eat none.
That reminds me, you see, when I was a little kid, whenever my mom would, fix plates for everybody, all the kids, and put them in front of us at the table, the first thing I would do is reach for the salt and pepper. She's like, "Why are you reaching for this? You haven't tasted yet. How do you know it even needs salt and pepper? You so quick to want to put salt and pepper on it, and you haven't even tasted yet."
But Tony, you do me the same way about hot sauce.
He like, and your point.
I just don't.
Well,
How you gonna talk about
hot sauce ain't for everything.
salt and pepper ain't for every damn thing either, but you were putting it on it.
That's when I was a minor, and that's when I was a child, and I didn't know any better. Now that I'm grown, I know you salt it all.
I'm glad Jeanette be cooking.
I love me some salt.
You know what? You just not gonna be rude like that.
Tell you, it don't matter what I put hot sauce on. He looking across the table at me like
he put hot sauce on everything.
You forgot I was with y'all, and so was the ATL show with us. When he act like I just did a prayer for his booty hole at nighttime because boy, that burden gotta come out so well.
Exactly.
I actually be trying to make bones inside, man. I don't understand why.
listen, food just don't taste good to me without hot sauce.
I just looked
Only
the
thing
other
I ever
way
put hot sauce on.
it's not a dash. He be.
Mother.
He be trying to get muscles from.
Well, the original taste is gone. You don't even know what it originally tastes like.
But I gotta give myself credit. When he ate my food, he dashing with hot sauce, and I got a lot of hot sauce, y'all.
I just was scared to ask for it.
See?
Lord have mercy. Well, let me let you know.
Sir, when you come down this weekend, my cell phone won't work again.
Don't ask no hot sauce if you eat one of my salads.
And then the following weekend, you're gonna want your hair done. My face don't work.
Because them folks know you violent.
If you gonna be scared of me, be scared of me all the way around. You literally sit down to the lowest level in between my legs to where I can just squish your head like a watermelon. And so you ain't too scared.
I trust you with my life, but I know that you don't have a problem taking it if you have to.
All I kept hearing was,
listen, God is working on me, okay? He is really working on me.
You done left the sanctuary.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you when you know you done got older and you're changing. I was in a situation a couple of days ago where Tony told me he figured out I am impatient. No, I'm not. I just want shit done the right way when we dealing with cornages. So, but I was in a situation to where Tayama Copeland would have popped off so quick. We would have had 20 mug shots with no problem. I took the high road. I say, boy, now you know shit done changed. Because her head was supposed to be through that drywall. I ain't even do it. I woosah and I walked the other way.
You knew you was going to church today, didn't you?
Yeah, I always know. When the Jewish holidays say Jesus Passover, I be like, I'm wrong.
I got a checklist. I gotta get all this S off my chest.
Yeah. Tell
yes.
I'm so proud of you, boo. I'm proud of you.
Let me tell you, thank you, but I am so proud of me too.
But I definitely agree with I definitely agree with Tony. You are probably you high-headed more than me.
No, okay, so y'all, Tony, am I wrong? With the person that I'm dealing with, if you tell me, Tayama, I come to you for a service, you say this the price. You give me a price. I don't sit there and I don't try to gag you down and be like, nah, go less than that. Then you gave me a price. Not only did I jump on you $30 more to bless you with a little extra, every time you come back to me every other day with something else and more money going out, I'm like, wait, hold on. When I asked you at the beginning what it was, you should have gave me all that. But in my defense, since Tony wanted to throw me under the bus, he should have told me I was dealing with a nickel and dimer.
Oh, this somebody Tony brought to you? This somebody Tony brought to you?
Mm-hmm. And I want to go on record My site's still not secure, but the girl still blessed and got 4 orders.
Tony.
Yeah.
Who's the more high head, me or Te'ama?
Te'ama. But you ain't that far off though.
Let me.
You got that far off.
Tony is only saying that because one time, actually 2 different times, I had to act ass at his house. But he already knew I was gonna come for blood when Junior was involved. So that ain't my fault. My mama gotta lay down when it comes to Junior.
I'm basically an angel compared to Te'ama.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna say that.
Hold on, what?
I wouldn't say that.
So I ain't got no rainbow up under me?
No. If you got a rainbow, the colors is more or less like gray, black, navy blue, dark green.
Let me tell you, I think he worse than me, Tony, because now I have more to lose than Legacy. I have way more to lose, so I think 12 times over. Legacy be ready to beat up my attorney.
Go to commercial. Go to commercial.
Hey, look, y'all, I'm so afraid a bitch might decide, you know what, I'm going to sue her. You know what? Don't worry.
Well, I'm glad you was in your best feeling. I'm glad the Jewish holiday was right around the corner and you didn't want to mess up nothing before you going in there today. I was proud of you. Little sis, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Donella honors and worships the Jewish holidays as well. So that means y'all are in the same boat.
I told you that I'm willing to work with me. But I told you I wasn't going to be dealing with no foolishness.
The folks that no goddamn Jewish holiday ain't no Jewish holiday.
Okay, I just had to call God on the main line because you tried it.
Daddy baby has never been a Jewish holiday.
Nutrition is the key to a healthy, strong body. Therefore, we need to take control of our health. My passion comes from my adversities, and now I'm empowering people to gain control of their health by introducing healthy snacks for life, which is filled with non-toxic high-quality substances derived from nature. It was designed to stop the human consumption of eating unnatural sugars, so they can maintain a healthy lifestyle while snacking. Healthy Snacks for Life is diabetic-friendly, filled with vitamins, minerals, beta-carotene, proteins, fats, and more. It's a balanced alkaline mix that's crunchy, delicious, and nutritious. It's also affordable, combined with nutritional factors that our bodies needs. So do it for yourselves, do it for your children and families, and do it for others. Try Healthy Snacks for Life. Today, you will not regret it.
Speaking of eating healthy, Juicy, I had was speaking to Cordell about the moringa leaf.
He called me.
Yeah, I gave him your number. I said, and I told him about the 21-day detox that you have and some other things you have. I said the moringa. I said the matter of fact, she mixes it with other herbs. I said that I don't even taste it. I said because I use it on my salad. I use it in my smoothies. I said, I don't even taste it at all. I said, well, I am receiving the health benefits from it, but I don't taste anything. So he's like, yeah. And
so talk to Master Tony. And how long have you been using it?
About 2 weeks.
Do you feel any difference from using it? Because I'm interested in the moringa.
Well, the pouch that she has the moringa in it. Whereas I know some people just take just moringa, like my friend Steve that was on the show one time.
Right.
He buys the huge pouches of moringa from the Whole Food store. So it's only moringa. Whereas the one Juicy has, it has a lot of other health factors in it, plus the moringa. So
but the moringa, when I was reading up when you signed us the thing, the moringa is supposed to be like the complete everything in one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so moringa is not supposed to be.
Okay.
Moringa is called the tree of life. Now, an example, we have a plant called the plant of life. It's helichrysum. So you have so many different things that have the same effects. What you want to understand of what moringa has in it is we need 102 minerals and vitamins in order to be healthy. Moringa offers that. What Tony is explaining is the product he's using. It has moringa in it. It has dosa leaf. That is a sea plant like sea moss that people are using.
Mm-hmm.
It has 92 in it. It has aloe in it. That has 92 in it. It has kelp. That has 92. It has
Cake,
spirulina.
cake. Not to cut you off, baby. But explain to the people what is 92.
Okay,
Minerals.
so out of minerals, out of 102, it has 92.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And the thing of it is some of these 92s vary to where what one may not have the other has, so they complement. When they come together, that's where you have your superfoods.
Okay. I've
Because
heard of that.
these are foods that have the most elements that you need in order to live, be healthy. Not just be healthy and everything, but live. They're essential to the periodic table elements of what we need in order to be our healthiest
So
person.
basically, a person could just take moringa, and because I done seen TJ at his heaviest, and TJ was a big guy, and now TJ is not as big as he used to be by a lot. We interviewed
You know,
TJ, I think, at the end of season 1, right, Tony?
Yeah, but TJ had the surgery.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know TJ had. I don't remember him saying he had the surgery. I just know he said he worked out a lot and kept
Yeah.
going and kept going.
now I myself personally don't say you can just take moringa and then that's gonna do everything because we got so many things are wrong with us that are caused by the things and the choices we do that moringa is one thing to help everything work for you. So like I met this one guy and he was battling cancer. When I was saying to you, Tony, that I was giving seeds around to people, he was supposed to plant the tree. He ate the seed. And he's like, this seed will do more for me now than me waiting on this tree to get big. I need it now. Now he knows what the moringa seed can do, and he chose to eat it. So it has a lot of great power to it, but some things that we got going on, we might need continuous dosages of it, so forth.
So,
And its friends would help
would you say that that's like dental insurance? The way dental insurance is like a what it is, a pre, like before you actually have dental decay and things like that. Those are called when you go into the doctor to get your teeth and stuff cleaned and make sure they're, good. Insurance mostly covers if you got Medicaid and stuff like that. Insurance it covers that. But then when you start to have the ailment, I mean the other ailments of tooth decay, you got to have cavities and things, bridges and things like that. Insurance goes up, and now co-cost for you is more preventative. That's what it is, preventative. So basically, if people are taking this early on in life when they don't have, you know, different diseases and different ailments going on within their body, that these things will be preventative, or the moringa and these other things will be great preventative things to help prevent those things from coming.
most definitely. One why a doctor says diseases and different things are hereditary and passed down is because the genetic trait, or they could say the genetic scar, the way the gene was scarred by that condition. gets trans to the next person generation after generation. So if you know that your father or your mother or someone in your immediate family had ailments that you could possibly suffer from, blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, all these different things, you it would behoove you to do the preventative actions to not have that affect you versus following in the footsteps and taking that chance. That's like Russian roulette. That's carrying this trait and doing the potential damage to have it. Whereas you could do the potential correction and to keep it away. Moringa is something that will help keep things like that away. My family takes the product that Tony uses, not just Moringa. And that's with my children, up to my mom and my daddy, my
Now,
cousin, brother.
this is a guy I found on I can't think of his name right now. I found him on either YouTube or Instagram or something, but or maybe even TikTok. But anyway, he had a short video or a reel, and he was talking about moringa and some other herbs as well. And he was saying that basically he broke down your body. He says, like you said, 102 minerals that compiles your body, the human body. So basically, what he was saying was he broke down the deficiencies and how it works with the human bodies. Like, for example, he said if you have high blood pressure, you're deficient in blah 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 blah. So he named the periodic chart where you was deficient. Then if you have kidney disease, you're deficient in da 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 da. So he knew what you need to take to bring you back up to that level to be
Right.
to be 100 to be 102, as opposed to being deficient in certain areas.
Gotcha.
So when he broke it down that way, it kind of made sense, So that's why I was understanding more what you were saying, where let food be your medicine. So if certain foods and certain herbs give you certain numbers and letters on the periodic chart to bring your deficiency up, then it should also take away the disease or the element or the
right,
whatever.
That's that's what I teach. That's how I teach you how to live based on. And then there's another way also that is best to also learn is per your blood type. What foods do you need per your blood type? That's why I was saying to you, getting your blood and having it, and then we look into it to see per what you need, because the element of the periodic table is one for all life to be essential. However, your condition, that your traits that you genetically brought over from your ancestors may not match those elements. So you may have a greater need. Like the A, the B, the O, these are different eras of the time that that person was born. They have a different that they were collecting from the where they came from, the element in the universe or whatever. So the elements don't all be the same. So it goes a lot into that when you need, but that's something that is easy to learn and to know. Broccoli has this in it, pumpkin seeds have this in it, and that's what I was saying to you about the zinc and the different foods that you can absorb and which ones block those absorption. Because a lot of foods we eat block what we need to be absorbing, even though we're eating it.
Okay.
Like brown rice. Don't eat brown rice.
Well, why you don't eat brown rice? Because I thought that was the rice to go for.
That is the rice to go for. Better than white rice, because the white rice is plastic and bleached. So if you're gonna go for a grain, then that's a better choice. However, it blocks zinc absorption. Zinc is one of the main elements that we need to help our bodies trigger and signals for our brain to have those neurotransmitters work properly. Zinc is for every organ. Your body needs zinc. And now if it's blocking you and your every organ needs zinc, but it's blocking you from having zinc, Now, that one essential nutrient that your body needs for everything to function is missing. So now you're not going to function right. And then you won't absorb more things.
How long do they normally stay, Juice? Because I read a lot of stuff where they say most people, anything you take, you should start to feel the effect of something. Like, how long do you think it takes before you start feeling the effects of people who take? You said you take the moringa. How long should it take in a person's body before they start noticing or feeling a difference in taking these herbs and different things like that?
You gotta, you gotta see what you're taking it for. Like, example, I had a friend who didn't believe in herbs. She don't like nothing but Dr. Pepper. She kept sneezing. So I made her some lemongrass tea. I cut the lemongrass, just lemongrass and water. And I had to get her to believe, one, that if she drunk it, it might help her. Because if her mind say it ain't gonna help her, no matter what she drinks, she already pushing it away that it ain't gonna help her. So that's one thing it start with is you gotta know what you're drinking it for, and you gotta have the expectation. If if they say if I cut you, you gonna bleed, you know you don't want to get cut because you gonna bleed. If they say lemongrass is gonna help with allergies, then you have to believe it's gonna help with your allergies because that's what it's there for.
So you're talking about you making it sound like it's a placebo then?
And
It's
it's
like
everything is.
almost
Everything
like
is mind over matter.
it's almost like touching the hem of his garment. You know, I gotta believe that if I touch it, I'm gonna be healed.
Right. Now, she took a sip. She ain't sneezed. She waited. She drank the whole cup. She called me later. Could you make me some more? About 5 hours later, I'm starting to feel like I need to. I don't feel bad. Like I'm starting to feel like that again. But that was a cup of lemongrass tea, the first one she had. But she took down the wall of disbelief and she gave it a try.
Do you think she's still invested in lemongrass tea now?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Now I will say that um she's straddling the fence between what the doctors say because of she doesn't know, so she's going with well at least someone knows, so I'm gonna try. But if she had an answer, she'd go the other way.
Okay.
She don't care to call me and ask all the time because she feel like she needs to be paying me, and she feel like she taking advantage. And if that's where her gut feel is, then I can't fault no one with how they feel. You get what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, don't worry about that. You need it, call me. I'll answer the question. But so she don't call all the time. She tries something else first. But when we do get to talking, she tried.
Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting. Um, any other questions before we move on? Okay. Donald Trump's lawyer is comparing him to Tupac.
God damn it!
Why did I turn back on my camera for that bullshit?
Thank you.
Check this out.
Democrats are saying, "Don't you dare do this." David Axelrod's like, "Don't you dare do this. You're going to turn him into Johnny Cash. You're going to turn him into Tupac."
Yeah, Tupac. Yeah, exactly.
Is Donald Trump prepared to be Tupac?
Donald Trump is Tupac. Donald Trump's better. Donald Trump's Biggie Smalls. He's better than Tupac. I mean, I'm East Coast, right? So I love. But no, Donald Trump is his own brand. I mean, he is everything, and I just think this is just going to boost him. We've seen it in the.
I don't get what they mean.
I ain't got no comment.
I didn't even get to see it.
Good job. You ain't missing nothing.
Well, break it down, Tony.
I just thought it was how ironic how the lawyer. First of all, the lawyer I didn't even think he even knew who Tupac is. Oh, hold on, just But I didn't even think the lawyer had an idea who Tupac is or was or whatever. But I just thought it was ironic, and I just wanted to share that with you. They didn't say too much about it, but it was just saying that he's his own brand and he's this and that, and he's a vigilante and all this kind of stuff. I guess Trump and Tupac are supposed to be that, but it was crazy.
But we also know that it didn't end good for Tupac or Biggie. So I guess he's trying to tell Donald in a nutshell it might not end good for you either. But I was waiting to see when we was gonna talk about it. It just be so funny to me. This man has been he's been arraigned today on 34 cases, on 34 felonies. Never really went into jail. Never sat in a jail cell. They call it a walkthrough. He walked through, got fingerprinted, and they walked him right out of the jail so that he can get bond and everything. I've never done that. Huh?
I maybe I misunderstood something. What do arrange mean?
Meaning they bring you go before a judge and he give you a bail.
Well, let me help you, Legacy the Great. You will never go through that. Because if your money ain't up there like his, you don't get them privileges.
Well, we don't see plenty of people with money still go and go to jail. And I mean, Harvey Weinstein is just as rich as Donald Trump.
You do know that Donald Trump doing white collar crimes. The one you just named, he was doing sex trafficking, raping minors.
You do know Donald Trump was the one who exposed him, though, right?
Yeah.
So you do see the difference between lawful and legality, right?
Exactly. Donald Trump say, I ain't dealing with them over there. I'm doing white collar. I want the white collar crimes. Okay?
It's just amazing, though. But I mean, and then another thing for me is it's just ironic. Before Donald Trump, I'm talking about these charges been since 2016. Tell Tyson we gonna vote for him too when he run for president.
So he's been grabbing people in their cushion.
No, that's another thing. Wasn't no charge about that. Wasn't none of that. So I'm saying to myself, what has happened is these folks know Donald Trump is getting ready to run for president again.
Right.
So
this is slander. This is slander.
So they need to have something. You got to remember too now.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Right. And see this, but they don't realize that this is gonna make people come out and vote for Trump even more.
Right. And actually they do realize it because what they need to see is this is a man who got it, who can go in there and do what it needs to be. First off, look at where we are. According to how they are proclaiming our nation to be, we are indebted to other nations.
Yes.
But here go Trump. My money long, long. I'm Arabic long, long.
Yeah. So, but listen, these folks have to have.
Bail us out, Trump.
They have to have Trump up under a felony before the next election, because you can't run for president if you're gonna be convicted of a felony. So they know that Donald Trump is going to win the next election. So now out of the blue, now mind you, these charges been over this man's head since 2016. The district attorney who was on the case before, now they got a new district attorney who was a Democratic DA. So now he's gotten into office where the other DA never even ran it. This ain't nothing. But now the new DA who was on the Democratic Party say now we're gonna bring forth these charges. It's just a way to try to keep this man from running for president again. Because for one, the Republican Party know they can't control Donald Trump. Nobody controlled Donald Trump in the 4 years that man was in office. He fired more goddamn people in his 4 years than any presidency throughout. What's up, T?
Speaking of the people he fired, check this out.
Is it possible that an American president has his campaign chairman arrested, that's Paul Manafort, and his deputy campaign chairman arrested, that's Rick Gates, and his campaign manager arrested, Steve Bannon, and his national security advisor arrested, that's Mike Flynn, and his personal lawyer arrested, that's Michael Cohen, and his longtime political advisor arrested, that's Roger Stone, and his campaign foreign policy advisor arrested, that's George Papadopoulos, and his inaugural chairman arrested, that's Tom Barrack, just arrested today, his inaugural vice chairman arrested, Elliot Broidy, his private company indicted, the Trump Organization. The chief financial officer of his private company arrested, Alan Weisselberg. His foundation/charity shut down as a fraud. That's the Trump Foundation. His quote-unquote school shut down after a fraud suit settlement, Trump University. And not to mention, during his one single term as president, not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 of his cabinet secretaries were referred for federal criminal prosecution in one term. All 5 of those cases, all 5 Trump cabinet secretaries, it was the Trump Justice Department that refused to bring criminal charges despite those criminal referrals. But widen the lens a little bit. Meanwhile, the lawyers who brought the cases, brought the lawsuits that the former president wanted after the election to try to get the courts to somehow overthrow the election results and somehow keep him in office, those lawyers who were acting on his behalf are all facing court sanctions and potential disbarment in at least 4 different jurisdictions. His other personal lawyer, not the one who already went to prison, the other one has just had his law license suspended in both New York and in Washington, D.C. for his role in making those same false claims before the court. Oh, and he himself was impeached twice, that's a record, and he's personally facing a criminal investigation under Georgia state law for interfering with elections officials in that state. We're also awaiting a potential second round of indictments derived from these allegations of a years-long multi-million-dollar criminal tax fraud scheme that's already led to the indictment of his company that bears his name and its longtime CFO.
Before that man announced that he was getting ready to run for president again, none of that shit wasn't talked about. None of them folks. They say them folks just got arrested today.
No,
so why?
But you want to know something though? There was this. So I don't know. When I was a military wife, and he got deployed. On the news, they would show all of the military, like what was going on with them overseas, and we had like these military networks, so you get to see all the different things coming through, just messages and stuff. So it was this like conference or some type of dinner, charity fund dinner or something. Donald Trump was there. So were Hillary Clinton, all these people. And he gave a speech and he was talking, but in his speech, he was like clowning them like, yeah, just wait till I get in office and what I do and expose you. And watch how I say this. And he was being like putting out their business of what he was going to be doing. And all of these people that we're seeing on this thing were like some of the ones who, in a sense, you can look at, he intentionally brought them on to expose them, to get them caught for the crimes that they were doing. He's going to get a Nobel Peace Prize for going against a war against humanity.
Listen, another thing is, y'all remember that? Look at what we just saw, right?
What up, family? Have a great night. Hey there.
All right, D, what it is? I want y'all to look at this. I want y'all to just go back and look. I ain't been too far ago.
Ooh.
Listen, let's go back and look. R. Kelly been going through this for like the last 3 years. And Donald, they are trying to do the same thing to Donald Trump. Now they bringing all these people done arrested, all these people, da 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 da, and now they gonna force these people to say what they want them people to say, so that when they go in court, they all turn on Donald.
Right.
That's all that is. We can't get him, but if y'all motherfuckers want to go home, Giuliani, you about 92, you ain't got but 15 more minutes of life. So I advise you to tell this lie right here. And the thing is, Donald Trump lawyer is gonna stretch this shit out so far that he's still gonna be able to run for election. He gonna still win, and he gonna goddamn pardon his own goddamn self. He gonna listen. Richard Nixon did worse shit than Donald Trump did. That dude stepped out of the office, said, "I quit." They still could have brought prosecutorial charges up against him, but because he quit and left it alone and disappeared, not disappeared saying disappeared, but he left it alone and let them do what they wanted to do, he's never faced charges. He still was looked upon, huh?
Ford pardoned him.
Oh, Ford pardoned him.
The next president was Ford.
Yeah,
Ford
that was his vice president.
Right.
So you see how he protected him. But listen, Ford had about another year before he could even did that. He couldn't pardon him till it was time for him to leave the office. That's how Donald Trump was able to pardon Kodak Black and all them other people who went to jail for him in that time. Before he walked out of the Oval Office, he pardoned. They got like a list of like 25 or 35 people that they can pardon with just no discretion. And that's how Kodak them got out of jail. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. People better wake up and juice and hit it on the head. They got a strip as a president, vice president, and all that y'all motherfuckers got to go with. If you do not go with what we tell you, this is why I tell people all the time, we always think it's the president's job to do certain things, and them motherfuckers' hands tied because there's something in somebody bigger than them that tell them what to do. They just couldn't control Donald Trump. They couldn't control him, and Donald Trump was smart. Donald Trump knew that nobody couldn't kill him. He also knew that nothing, if anybody do something, so Donald Trump say, so it's like the black lady. Remember the black lady I think we showed on here, Juicy, Tony and Thelma, the other day that say she has, she said she had found a way to cure cancer with the new invention she created.
Right.
The smartest thing that she could have ever done was actually went on to social media and stated what it is that she invented and what it can do. Because if she would have went and got it completely patented before she exposed what it is that she can do, if the government would have found out that that's what she can do, Big Pharma found out that that's what she can do, guess what would have happened to her? She'd have been dead. So now they just can't outright just kill her. Oh, she crashed the car. Oh. And stuff like that. So you have to be able to know that when you trying to revolutionize something, you trying to re-innovate something, or you trying to break down a system or a machine that has been oiled and running for so well for so long, you just can't come up with inventions that derail these things, because those things are used to making money. So it was a great thing. We need to actually do another show or talk about it on here because it was an African dude that has came up with some other stuff that's just as great as what this young lady done. And he said he's had 5 attempts on his life because what he's doing is transitioning from people having to take medicine and stuff like that. And he said once he started talking about it before he took it to social media, he had 5 attempts on his life. That's just like they were telling you about the dude when he went in the Walmart shooting, and one of the first people the man shot when he went in Walmart was the black dude who was the security guard and killed him because just weeks before that, the black dude was coming out with the invention of the car that ran off of water. And now you think the government wants you to stop buying petroleum?
So he didn't randomly get shot. That person went in there to kill him.
Right. And he had to kill other people so it wouldn't just be about him. Listen, this shit is big. This shit is for real. And when you coming out with something, you gotta be, when you invent that shit, you gotta be recording yourself inventing this shit. And I'm talking about live streaming so people can actually see you doing it, so that people can know that after they killed you and the government come back out with another 5 years after you dead with this same invention. Hold on, so y'all had to kill out Shawty over here to get this information, but we don't protect our people. I'm sorry, we don't have people that protect our people because there's for every white invention a white man or woman has ever done, is 50 black people that done invented something that was just as great, and y'all took it from them. Why the man who created the stoplight, his family is still receiving royalties from that invention? Why ain't George Washington Carver family still receiving royalties for him inventing what he did? Cause they take it over.
Well, I didn't invent my formula with the moringa in it. All these are God's plants, dehydrated, ground up, and put in a powder form for your wellness. It's called Vivify.
Well, what do they got out there that can make a man penis bigger?
So there are some things out there. And I have met a guy who he's been.
Wait a minute, Justin. How much bigger do you want it? Were you trying to trip over it?
I'm just asking because Juicy seem to know all the herbs and stuff that will help for everything damn near. So I'm just asking for the people that are scared to ask out here in this world. So if they want it bigger, they can get the information from Juicy. She right here.
Let me see.
They have to reach out to her website or call her.
Yeah, my consultation. You can set up a consultation and I'll disclose that information. Because that's scientific. But you know, the thing about it is a lot of this is research and study. And then there are people who actually, this isn't just newfound information. These things have been being researched and studied for years. It's just not everyone is privy to the knowledge. Don't even think to seek that type of knowledge. So if it's not in their grasp that it could be possible, they don't know, they don't look for it. But it's out there.
Was you putting in that in your husband's food?
No.
So he was already packing.
Yeah.
The way she answered that did not sound like she was telling the truth.
I was saying the same thing, Thelma.
No. No, I didn't. But when you brought back a memory, there was a I was married to a soldier. We lived on a military base. I had a neighbor. I can't remember his name, but her name was Shannon, and they both were husband and wife were in the military. But he had issues, and she kept trying to figure out like I can't get him to just. He wanted to argue. He was just like PMSing all the time. So I told her to give him these women hormonal balance chocolates. So she took the wrapper off and just put the candy in the fridge. He liked chocolate. He ate the chocolate. Straightened him up just fine.
Damn.
No more arguing, no more bickering.
His
Straightened him up just fine.
titties started to grow.
Listen, that was my concern.
He lifted up his nutsack and had pussy lips.
Listen.
Hey, you wonder why
One,
his penis
one
started
for
growing
her,
like this.
one for her, and one for the career. That's what you gotta do. But yes, there are things out there that can help. But then you gotta take it in the long term. You gotta take it and again believe and work. Wait for it. But yeah,
Well, Juicy, have you ever heard of grape? It's called gray cacao.
great cacao.
Look it up.
Let me see. My book on here. Tell us about it.
I don't know. I ain't never got a chance to use it.
How you spell that?
Just go to the voice thing and say gray cacao.
That don't even sound like I'm saying it right. Great cacao.
Hold on.
You see what he give me?
What is gray cacao?
I see Karen.
Right. A lot of Karen and Camden.
And say, I'm wrong. It's Gray's cacao. GRESCACAO.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is cacao, but but Gray's is the Haitian form of different type of it. So
Right.
that's the same as like your chocolate, your plant. That's one of our main ingredients of our body butters.
Okay. But what does it say it's supposed to do? Read it.
It's I mean I know what it does. That's why, but it's
The people the people don't know.
well, you read it to them. Cause see, I don't, cause ours ain't made for that. So I don't want to discourage people in our body butter to think that they're gonna do this that way because we add some of it to other
Well,
things to it.
I'm finna read it to them. It said Gray's cacao is a Haitian male enhancement oil, which increases length and girth to the male penile naturally. The cacaos melt into oil when that's for the people that since
Cacao.
Since Juice is gonna make me the nutritionist tonight, right now. It's supposed to increase the length and the girth so that you can stab in the back where the furniture at. When you get back there where the furniture at, it squirts.
Oh my lord.
It don't say all that.
Listen, y'all. Y'all, know I gotta go to work in the morning, and I gotta get up at 5. We finna get ready to get out of here. But go and get the gray cacao. I'm gonna read it to you again. Some male enhancement oil which increases length and girth to the male penile. So for those that want to be 10, 12, use it a lot, pull on it, and it'll help it. It'll help it. I'm trying to get to 20.
You trying to get to 20? Lord have mercy.
He don't want to have sex with nobody.
We're going to go ahead and bring out the juiciest cakes in the business. Let them know, Kate.
You can find me every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show. You can find me on Facebook at Nicole Purse, or Instagram is beautiful, TikTok Miss Juicy Cake. And if you're looking for any of your holistic or wellness, you can hit me up on my website at liveintoyou.com and set up a consultation. And there's that ointment is an ointment, but you got to do other things to get everything to work. So
Pull on it.
make sure. But if you set up a consultation, we can have a further talk about how the process works, because
I'm gonna give you a call. I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow when I get off at 5.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go down and bring out the boss lady. I hope she on here.
I'm on here. I'm dealing with Mr. Smooth over here.
Don't talk
You
about my
can reach
nephew like
me
that.
on IG at Tayama01. You can reach me on Facebook at Tayama Copeland. You also could contact me at Just in Time Accessories at Gmail. Pretty much.
Y'all, if you're gonna call her, please call about the jewelry, cause she will put a knife to your neck.
Oh Lord.
So we're gonna go.
From that,
my neck still got a scratch.
I pay for the therapy.
We also want to give a shout out to our manager and advisor behind the camera, behind the green screen and stuff like that. Miss Carlotta Brown, we appreciate you. So with that, we're gonna bring out the boss man, the one that makes it possible for us to be out here in this ATL world, this ATL land. Everybody, pain in the ass. My brother, AB, let them know.
Cacao. My name is Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Also, I ask that you follow my Facebook pages, Anthony the Writer. I'm also on TikTok, Facebook Reels. You check me out there. Words to live by, and I live by it faithfully. 2, actually. One is you got to grind until you shine. And the other one, this is the season to show up. And if you show up, I promise you, God's going to show out.
All right, everybody. That was the words from the boss man. So y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who I am. I'm Legacy the Great. I'm transitioning into Legacy the Truth. So when y'all start seeing the truth up there, I've already metamorphed and transformed into the truth. So I'm Legacy the Great. Y'all can reach me on Facebook up under Dream Williams, YouTube at Legacy the Great. My email address is legacyunlocked@mail.com. You can definitely reach out to me for business purposes only, dealing with, if you locked out of your car and things of that nature. I'm out of town at this moment, but my sisters and brothers will take care of it if you need me. Also, if you got anything dealing with court issues, please feel free to give me a call. I will get on it regardless of I'm out of time. Just let me know what it is. I'll pull it up, fill it out, get it sent to you, tell you what you need to do. As long as you put the coinages in the Cash App, Venmo, time, one of my brother or my sister, these bank account, it don't matter, just as long as they say they got it before I do any other work. But with that being said, you know, I'm gonna get ready to close out. I'm just gonna tell everybody, like Tony said, stay focused, stay motivated, continue to grind until you shine, and just show up. Y'all know what we gotta say? Cake, let them know.
ATL, ho.
This nigga crazy.
Yeah. 28 grams of moss, 28 grams of moss. Little beef of the king, little beef of the king. Y'all ain't ready for this, y'all ain't ready for this. Yeah. I'm the champion, I'm the champion, I'm the champion, don't know why you cats wanna wait to be with the street just to give you cats a chance to eat. What you got for early didn't finish the plate. Now that I'm back, you rap cats are gonna have to wait. Been gone a whole year, still nobody got the leadership or the heart to even feel my spot. I'm the champion, must I say it again? The best in this rap game and I continue to win. See, I'm allergic to that, losing makes me sneeze. Like you phony rap cat, about to make it squeeze. Bring your whole crew, nigga, I'ma swallow that. So when it pops off, ATL on a holler back. It's 28 grams, nigga. I've been running this shit. So anything in front of me can fuck around and get hit. I follow you rap cats, so you niggas my sons and I'm the truth. Why? Cause I'm the motherfucking champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. I'm the champion. Still rep the AT, but I carry my throne. God bless every child that can hold it home. And I am that child, as you niggas can see. Cause ain't another rapper out there better than me. And this goes to anybody trying to steal my spot. I'm number one in this shit, so number one you got. So when you can't scream, y'all is the best, I laugh. Like really, you cats don't really know the how. You do the math, and that's yourself who really great. Then add it up and watch it equal up to 28. So that's the damn cats know who really the done. I'm overall, I let you niggas fight for number one. See, I put that on my life, put that on my son. Gotta stay the best of people licking trade lunch. And my throne and I'm the key. You can put that on my heart and I'm the God. Cause I'm the motherfucking champion.